The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Now Bolden on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Number 12.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Robert Woods with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans.
Makes the
extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now Bolden on the return. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Brandon Bolden on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Joe Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
First down.
And they go play action now. Burrow lets this go for Renfro downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Pinned by Julian Love. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 40-yard line.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Austin,
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and...
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
made at the 21.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The score.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will extend this big lead.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Bird now ready to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Bird on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass.
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Going deep here for... That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
46 yards on the play. First down, Titans.
Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Jalen Ferguson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's second down.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Burrow. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Keenan Allen, 28 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now Bolden on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Damon Arnett up to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. At the
flushed out right. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, it's Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Max Crosby and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
He was brought down.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the Colts' 21-yard line.
They stay on the ground again. It's Hunt. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now Bolden on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Bolden on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Bolden on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Joe Ron Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Tennessee.
Burrow on play action. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now Bolden on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts.
They go play action with Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
The Titans 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, but it's going to be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Burrow on 3rd down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown,
well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will extend this big lead. Now Bolden on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see some.
Pressure comes and the Titans able to bring him down.
Today's final score, Titans 79.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo.